Hello, and welcome back to the Conscious Code series on the EmbodyME Podcast. I'm your host, Crystal Renae, and I'm the Soul Brand Alchemist, helping conscious digital entrepreneurs infuse their human design and gene keys into their purpose-aligned brand, digital offer, and marketing message so that you can magnetize your soul-aligned audience with passion, courage, confidence, impact, and ultimately authenticity. I do have a program called Soul Brand Alchemy that is open if you're wanting to infuse your human design and gene keys into your brand. And in this program, I take you through 3 phases. The first one is authentic alignment. That's where we really dive into your human design, discover your purpose, make sure that you are in full alignment with the gifts and the strengths that you came here to embody, making sure that you're serving your tribe, your collective on a higher level. And that's where we just come into full alignment with your human design and your gene keys. In the second phase, it's called embodied presence. And that's where we take your purpose and your human design and gene keys and infuse it into your digital offer, making sure that your digital offer is fully aligned with who you are and your gifts and purpose. And then we identify the soul-aligned audience that would best benefit from that offer based on your gifts and your purpose. And the third phase is magnetic impact, and that's where you create the visual identity to attract your soul-aligned audience. You create your marketing campaigns, your social media posts, and everything based on your offer, based on your soul-aligned audience, which is all based on your human design and gene keys. After discovering your purpose or your niche, right? And ultimately launching your new brand, your new digital offer, and magnetizing your soul-aligned audience on autopilot. So if that's something that you're looking to join, I would love to see you in Soul Brand Alchemy. The link is in the show notes, and I can't wait to see you there. With that being said, today we're talking about gate 35, and I love this gate because it is the conscious son of my oldest daughter and my mom. They actually share the same incarnation cross. They were born one day apart. So the gate 35 is the Adventurous Soul. That's what I like to refer to it as anyway. And in human design, it is called the gate of change, the gate of progress, or the gate of experience. And this gate is located in the throat center, moving towards the emotional solar plexus. It's connected to gate 36 in the channel of transitoriness, which is the design of a jack of all trades. In the gene keys, it is called wormholes and miracles. In the I Ching, it's called progress, blazing fire atop the fertile earth. And this is located in the tropical sign of Gemini and the Vedic sign of Taurus, specifically in the Rohini Nakshatra. However, the last day moves into the Mrigashiram Nakshatra. I hope I'm saying that right. And the overall energy of gate 35 is marked by a restless curiosity and an insatiable desire for experience, growth, and change. Its core theme is progress through experience, urging an individual to continually move forward, seeking out new adventures and emotional experiences. This energy is characterized by a sense of adventure and a hunger for emotional experiences driven by the pursuit of understanding through lived experience. It embodies a strong urge for personal evolution, a pursuit of wisdom, and a desire for depth of feeling. So let's talk about the shadow of gate 35, which is hunger. And this is characterized by an insatiable desire for change, emotional experiences, and adventure, and can lead to impatience, restlessness, and a tendency to seek satisfaction through external experiences without considering their potential impact or deeper meaning. So in the repressive nature or in a more introverted state, this can show up as being bored. And this is the deep hunger that is thrust back down into the unconscious, finds ways to keep the hunger beneath the surface, and this can reduce their vitality and love of life in this state of boredom. In the reactive nature, or if you're more of an extroverted person, this can show up as manic. And this is where you're too busy to be bored. You're afraid of your life being empty, so you fill it with activity, external stimuli to keep you active. You'll try many things, but won't manage to gain true wisdom since you're always disappointed in your expectations and therefore miss the real gold of the adventure itself. Now, this is like a really line 3 gate. It really reminds me of line 3. And it just so happens that my oldest daughter is a 3-5. So you can imagine all of the fun experiences that she kind of throws herself into that I get to parent. Yay. Okay. But let's continue on with the shadow aspects of this gate. So you're often driven by an intense craving for experiences, seeking them out in a variety of forms. And this could manifest in unhealthy habits such as overindulgence in food, drugs, alcohol, and other vices as a means to fill a void. You may have a desire for new experiences that can also result in impatience that leads you to hasty decision-making or engaging in risky behaviors simply to get a taste of something different and exciting. You do have a fear of boredom where you actually have a low tolerance for repetition and routine and have an intense fear of feeling bored. This could lead to restlessness and a tendency to keep pushing boundaries, sometimes with little regard for the potential consequences. And you might become overly attached to the external world, seeking fulfillment from outside sources rather than looking inward. And this could lead to a continuous cycle of temporary satisfaction followed by feelings of emptiness. So there's a constant drive to satisfy your cravings, and they may result in feelings of unfulfillment, as you may not always know exactly what it is that you want. You're just constantly seeking for some type of experience so that you feel alive, ultimately. And with this, some other shadow aspects are unfulfilled desires, blame and disappointment, struggle with serotonin imbalance, keeping the biochemical level in your brain balanced. And, when it's out of balance, that actually is what leads to the feelings of craving and depression or mood swings. You also may have unsustainable craving management, addictions, obviously, and neglect of inner space, or unconscious drive for fulfillment, where you're driven by a genetic craving to fulfill your desires, often disregarding the potential consequences of your actions. And this can lead to a deep sense of restlessness and dissatisfaction. And that actually brings us to the gift of adventure. And this is where you have the ability to turn the restless hunger for experience into a joyous exploration of life. So you have this natural inclination towards adventure and exploration, which can bring much excitement and vibrancy into your life. And you carry a deep curiosity about life in general, which propels you to explore new experiences and gain wisdom through them. You have the emotional depth that you seek and encounter in your experiences, and that offers you the potential for significant personal growth and understanding. And through the act of embracing love, you evolve into higher states of awareness and understanding. And this love not only enhances your personal experiences, but also contributes positively to the collective consciousness through this love-driven progress. And you realize that true fulfillment comes not from external sources, but from inner growth and self-realization. You have the ability to influence your own destiny by making conscious choices based on love and self-awareness. So in your gift, as you raise your consciousness through love, you begin to feel in harmony with the entire universe, which brings a sense of peace and fulfillment. So you're no longer seeking, you already feel that deep emotional experience of love in your gift. And that brings us to the siddhi, or highest state of frequency of gate 35, which is boundlessness. And that represents the ultimate expression of this gate's energy, which is a state of boundless awareness and love that transcends the physical realm. It just reminds me of my mom, and she passed 7 years ago. Yesterday, literally, she passed away on 7/7/17, and her energy was so vibrant, and everyone just loved her energy. So, and she had so much love to give. So, yeah, it definitely reminds me of my mom. So in your highest state of frequency, you realize that true fulfillment comes not from external sources, but from inner growth and self-realization. And you have the ability to influence your own destiny by making conscious choices based on love and self-awareness. You have a harmonious interaction with the universe in your highest state as you raise your consciousness through love. And through that high frequency of love and adventure, you can actually outwit your fears and tap into an inner sense of trust and courage. Through your experiences, you gain valuable wisdom that you can share with others, potentially influencing their life paths and helping them navigate their own experiences more effectively. You understand that the exploration of inner space is key to human progress and growth, and this realization empowers you to take charge of your own evolution. And through love and conscious evolution, you open up the boundless nature of existence, breaking down the limitations of form and opening up to infinite possibilities. So you go from the shadow of hunger, wanting to feel more, ultimately wanting to seek out experiences that will make you feel some type of emotional anything, just to feel that you're alive. And that turns into adventure, where it's more of a healthy thing. You're not just taking risks and jumping out there, but you're taking calculated risks. Experience the exploration of life, and that brings you to the boundlessness nature of yourself, where ultimately you're seeking that deep feeling of love, and recognize that you don't need to seek outside of yourself in order to feel that fulfillment inside. It's a beautiful gate. And how you can infuse the energy of gate 35 into your brand and into your business is by being the adventurer, where you're progressively exploring new depths in order to connect emotionally with your audience, showcasing the transformative power of love and guiding individuals towards meaningful experiences and conscious evolution. And because your brand exudes this emotional depth and authenticity, inviting others to delve into the richness of your experiences and connect with the profound wisdom that you've gained on your journey, really telling those stories of the experiences that you've had and the wisdom that you've gained from them. And here are some contemplative questions you can ask yourself if you have this gate active. How can I feed my inner hunger with truly meaningful experiences rather than external crutches? What does real adventure look like to me, and how can I pursue it in a healthy and fulfilling way? And how can I cultivate patience and presence in my life? And here are some tips that you can use to further embrace the shadow of hunger and embody the gift of adventure and boundlessness. Acknowledge your hunger. Recognize the urge you feel to seek experiences, emotions, or even material possessions is natural. However, it's important to ensure it doesn't control you or lead you to unhealthy habits. Seek fulfilling experiences. Your innate curiosity and love for adventure are gifts. Use them to pursue experiences that offer personal and emotional growth. This could be travel, learning new skills, or even pursuing a new hobby. And reflect on your experiences. The wisdom in gate 35 lies in what you learn from your experiences, not merely in having them. Take time to reflect on what each experience has taught you, how it has shaped you, and how you can apply these lessons moving forward. So that is the beautiful gate 35, the adventurous soul, the conscious son of my oldest child and my mother, who I love dearly. And I hope you love this gate as well. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next Human Design Gate podcast episode. Mwah.